Hey everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. So I forgot to film an intro for this, so you're just looking at a picture of my finished product, and we are going to be doing this really pretty V-tip smile line today in this tutorial. Again, I apologize for no official intro or greeting, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so for this look that we are going to do on this nail, this is the nail that I did a video about tips on, so if you want to see that, head over to my channel and you'll be able to find it under acrylic nail tutorials. I'm going to be using Cover Pink from Young Nails. I'll be using my Young Nails monomer. I'm prepped and I have a clear base on this, so this nail is good to go. And I will also be using Core XXX white. So the reason that I'll be using Core XXX white rather than just Core white is because Core XXX white is a lot of a starker white. It's very, very bright white. So without further ado, let's get into this chevron or V-tip smile line. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to saturate your brush completely in monomer. This is a number 8 brush. I'm going to tap off about 3 times. I'm going to press and powder about 4 times. And I'm going to, there we are. I'm going to apply that bead right there. So I'm going to get it tight around the cuticle area first before I do anything else. And I'm just kind of going to let that product run. Okay, and now I'm going to start to extend and shape my V-tip smile line. Now, you don't need to have a ton of product here. This is always the mistake that I make when it comes to smile lines. I always think I need a whole lot of product, when really I don't need a whole lot of product. You're just going to kind of push and drag and push and drag until you are happy. And you want to try to do this as much as possible in one bead. And I'm going to tell you why. Because otherwise you might risk getting some shadowing, which is why I had to redo this set. So I'm going to make that tip really crisp here in a minute. Right now I want to sort out the cuticle area. So I'm going to come in with a bead at the cuticle area right here, just to make sure I've got everything flush in the coverage that I need. And then I'm going to blend down. I'm also going to add a little bit right here in the middle. Now these are blending beads. These aren't like super clay-like beads. I want them to be wet so that they can blend well and we won't get that shadowing effect. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Maybe I want to do a little bit more right in here. So I'm gonna do a little bit more right in there. Keeping the bulk of that product in the middle and brush the rest back. You want them to blend really well, like I said, otherwise you're gonna get that weird V. Now, you could go the whole way down. I don't personally want to do that. I want to leave a little bit at the tip. So I'm gonna wait for this to set up, and then we will file it into perfection. Stay tuned. Okay, so I actually went and filed this off camera because, yeah, I just did. So now what we are going to do is we are going to get some liquid in our brush, and we're going to take a good amount out, because when you're working with white, you kind of want to make sure all the liquid is out so it's like manageable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the white, I'm going to apply it, and I'm going to try to nudge the white up the sides. Now the nice thing about this core line is that it sets pretty slow, so I don't have to like worry too much. If you were a speed person, speed white might be for you, and this line, whoops, out of frame. But like you can see that I kind of fiddled around with that side, and now I still have enough time to get on this side. I'm gonna kind of blend it, and then I'm gonna pull the product down. I'm gonna neaten it up a little bit. Don't worry, we're gonna add more. I just want to smooth everything out because we don't want to get shadowing with our white either. So next I'm going to take a little bit of a wetter bead of white, and I'm going to take it in here so that it really just kind of seeps in there, which sounds kind of gross, but you know, I want to make sure that it is really, it's everywhere it needs to be. And the nice thing about doing the reverse French, which is the technique I did, where I laid the pink for the nail bed down first, is, this is really hard to show on camera, is that, I don't want to touch that. Anyways, the nice thing about doing the reverse with this is that you can just slam the white pretty much anywhere you need to, and it'll file super clean. So I'm gonna drain this bead of white, and I'm gonna put it on the tip here, and I'm gonna blend it back, but I want to leave a good amount at the tip, right? Because we don't want the tip to break. That would be bad. So clean up your sides. White is annoying to work with. I personally hate doing white anything, like gel polish. White gel polish is the worst. I think I would rather do white acrylic over white gel polish. White gel polish is just so finicky. All right. Looks good to me. It looks like a mess now, but I'm gonna file it, and I'm gonna show you filing. I'm going to file it on screen, and I'll explain what I'm doing, but I'm gonna wait for this to set up, and I'll be back with filing for you. All right, so now I'm going to come in with my 80 grit file, and I'm just gonna shape it a little bit first on the side walls, on the free edge. And now I'm going to take my e-file. I'm gonna take my like 4x bit. I'm gonna go to about a 16 on my e-file, and I'm just gonna start removing. So I'm using such a coarse bit because it's going to get this acrylic down fast. And I'm really only using it to reduce bulk, okay? I'm not going to use it really around the cuticle. I'm just going to get the bulk down. See, it's still super bulky. That's one chunky nail. We don't need a nail that thick, not needed. So we're gonna get that crisp shape. You can kind of see it starting to take form. I'm gonna get this side a little bit better. Right there. Okay. So now I'm going to take a medium bit, a medium flat top, and I'm going to go around the cuticle, about a 15, I would say. Make the cuticle nice and flush. Don't be afraid to get in there. This is also going to smooth out your application. Okay. And this is one that I feel a little more comfortable going side to side with. I'm gonna go side to side with this guy. Up and down. I'm just gonna make sure that this isn't too thick back here. We don't need that thick. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I think I got it a little too sheer right there, but it'll be okay. We'll survive. Looks pretty. I'm just gonna get a little bit more off the tip. And I'm gonna run over it with a 150 grit file just real quick like this. Just get everything nice and flush, nice and even. I think that this is so elegant. I'm gonna file up the sides a little bit more, whoops. Just so they're really crisp. I want to make sure it's even right there at the sides, any scraggles. Alrighty, I will be back for the top coat reveal. Alright everybody, I'm going to be using the IBD Intense Seal, and we are going to see the top coat reveal on this gorgeous nail. I think that this is so classy, honestly. This is such a fun, classy twist on a French manicure. Super pretty. And this top coat is good too. I got it on Amazon. It's really glossy. So I'm actually gonna put a little bit underneath too, because I want to try to make the tip acetone resistant. It's not too much, not too much. And there we go. All right. Alright, so this is our final look. I think it looks so pretty and so elegant. I really love the look of it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a comment down below of whether you like this chevron or V-tip smile line, what you think. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot of fun nail content coming, so thank you for everybody who supported me.